Hi, hello. Welcome back to episode number 6 of Thames. I think it's episode number 6. We are back, and today we have got a kind of two-part video in one. We are going to be playing Premier League Opposition. Yes, it's our first season, and we're playing Premier League Opposition, more specifically Everton. And then we're going to skip forward a little bit, and we're going to go to Regen Day, because I did say in the last video I'd be back for Regen Day, but when this game against Everton came up, I just couldn't not show that to you guys. That's just too much of a big thing to happen in the first season to not show you. But first, let's get right into this. So, we have a few signings that have come in. So we've had Calvin Bassey, or Bassey. Not quite sure how you pronounce it. I'm going with Bassey, because if it was without the EY, I'd call him Calvin Bass. So Calvin Bassey is coming. He's on loan. He's on loan in from Rangers until, I guess, the end of the season. I don't know, because my director of football did it. Yeah, it's up till the end of the season. My director of football did this for me. I had no say in what was happening there at all, but more than fine with that. Tyler Frost has come in, also on loan from Crawley, again, till the end of the season. I think my director of football did that one as well, to be honest. So he's coming in as more depth for out wide cover. We've then brought in Alfie Payne, who, I mean, he's just a bit of a non-league kind of legend in FM. He's been around for a few years now, still very young, playing at non-league level, but can grow into not a bad little player, to be fair. And to get him for 20k, he might not play the most amount of games for us. It says here he's our 6th best central midfielder. But I would be more tempted to use him than I would Liam Smith. Padraig Armand's not a centre midfielder. Matt J doesn't really play there. So, in essence, he's probably our 3rd best centre midfielder. Michael Collins, bless him, he's still kicking about at 34. And then the other signing is a £1.5 million signing. I'm sorry. Okay, I am sorry. Anyone that's watched any of my content on Twitch before knows how much I love this man. I love him in real life, and I love him in Football Manager. And when I saw Saints, I put in a cheeky bid of like $1 million, and Saints negotiated at like 1.3 or something. So then, like 1.8 or something like that. So I sort of negotiated around it, and we got to an agreement where he was coming in for 1.5 up front, rising to 1.8. £3,000 a week. I mean, he's already scored 5 goals in 5 games, plus 2 assists. He's going to be our striker probably until we get to the Premier League. I don't see anyone else coming in, to be honest, that's going to be beating Dan and Lundulu. Padraig Armand is still here. He won't play as much now. He has scored 12 and 12. And Wes Fletcher has scored 11 in 8. So our strikers are pretty good. Odyssey Spyrite, what have you done? 1 star, no goals. Well, we don't expect much of him. But apart from that, that's it, really. Gregor Zabre, our second choice goalkeeper, has left us on a free to go to Bravo. I don't really know how, but it kind of happened, and then all of a sudden he wasn't there, and I was like, oh, okay. And then Ofori Oshimapong, who we had before, we've released, just because we're a bit horrible like that. In terms of the schedule, we've just continued to win games. The reason we're playing Everton today, it's the FA Cup 3rd round. So if you look from the first round onwards, I mean, it was pretty obvious we're going to get to the first round because the rest of it's non-league teams, and we're the best of the non-league teams. But the first round we had Barnet, League 2 Barnet, I guess, or National League Barnet. I thought they were League 2. But yeah, National League Barnet beat them 2-1. We then had League 1 Wigan. I mean, I say League 1. They are 23rd and only won 3 games all season in poor form. And, I mean, we managed to beat them 3-0. Dan Lundell on the score sheet, Matty Willock on the score sheet, Keane Flanagan on the score sheet. And then managed to draw Everton away. So a little trip from central London up to Merseyside today. And, by the way, if you're wondering how we were able to get enough money to get a few signings in and stuff, I asked the board for more wage budget, and they were like, yeah, right. I was like, oh, sound. but they gave me a lot. It wasn't just like a little bit of wage budget. It was a lot of wage budget. Also, I've kind of gone to this 4-2-2 formation just so I can fit in Lindelof and Patrick Armand in. I just feel it's better, to be honest. It lets Matt J and Messi play on the wings as well. I think this is just the best formation for fitting in all our good striking options at the moment. Apart from that, nothing else has changed. But they live underwater. Hoskins is currently playing in goal because Matt Jones is injured, out for another few weeks. Ramsey, Packer Craig, Bonzangala, and Calvin Bassey. Bassey will play a left back. Matty Willock and Keane Flanagan in the middle. Messi on the right, Matt J on the left, and Lindelof as a striker, and Patrick Armand as the target man. Excuse me. We will go to Merseyside and see what happens. I don't envisage us getting any sort of result from this. But you know what? If we can just score a goal, I'll be proud of the boys. And Elon might even put some more investment into the club. You never know. Should I call him Elon or should I call him Mr. Musk? He's technically my boss. Maybe I should be more respectful towards him. I don't know. He's an arse, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, it's not a good sign that 12 seconds in, they're on the edge of our box. But, I mean, luckily we've managed to clear it for now. It feels amazing playing in a stadium like this. Just one where we don't see over the top of the stands. Or that's well. Not much you can really do about that one. Luca Digne just says, third choice goalkeeper, huh? Bye. And just belts one into the top corner. That's a cracking free kick. Fair enough. It is Everton 1, Musk FC 0 after 4 minutes. So our hopes of some sort of weird FA Cup upset on Merseyside are fading fast. I'm surprised Pickford kept that one out. He's only got little arms, remember. Is that James when it says James there? It's not Daniel James, I guess. I thought that was going to be 2 then when James hit that. But we are breaking on the counter-attack here quite nicely. Messi down the right-hand side. Intercepted by Michael Keane. Twice. Yeah, no, twice that happened. Kane Ramsey's going to come and try and get the long throw. That's not a long throw. That's a short throw. Kane Ramsey again. No, cleared. Just going to make sure. No, see, it's on extended highlights. That's the problem. I had this in a couple of my other saves. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed it, that since the most recent update, it's changed a lot of stuff around when it comes to your camera settings and stuff. Like one of my other saves that just randomly had a different camera angle. I was like, oh, okay. No, fair enough. And then another one, it slowed down replays a lot. We just hit the bar. It slowed down replays to like snail's pace. I was like, well, I haven't touched this button because why would I? Why would I want to watch replays that take longer than the full game just to show me a missed free kick or a tight offside? That's a bad throw from Kane Ramsey. There's no skirting around it. That's a bad throw. Although the fact we got to half an hour in and we are only 1-0 down is to be respected. Dan Lindelof has a shot from distance, but nothing coming of it. You know, this is a Premier League team taking on a team from so it's tier 1 versus tier 8, maybe. Tier 7, I think. Tier 7 or 8, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Premier League taking on tier 8, they should be more than 1-0 up at the end of the first half. There's no reason why we can't get back in this. We've actually got a higher XG. We might end up beating Everton, is what I'm saying here. We've got a higher XG. We've had 11 shots to their 6. Granted, they've had, like 40% of their shots on target, and we've had about 10%. But we don't need to worry about that. It's fine. Right, let's see what we can do with Alfie Payne coming on for Matty Willock, playing that deep line playmaker role that he's so good at in every other non-league save. See if we can rejuvenate ourselves to get back into this. There's 20 minutes left. We are still out XGing them, not by much. They seem to be getting themselves back into the game. Matt J's having a bit of a shocker. We'll get him off. Seamus Coleman swings one in, and that is going to seal the tie, unfortunately. Well, we've played well. We've done ourselves proud on Merseyside tonight. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He doesn't miss headers. I'm guessing it was a header. It looked like a header. I didn't quite see it entirely. It was a header. It was a great header, to be fair. Just little balling from Coleman was great. Right on Calvert-Lewin's head. Little glanced header into the bottom corner, and that's good night. The Musk fans are on there, on the buses, on the way back down. They're not staying for the final whistle. Although they probably would, actually, because it's not as if we've been disgraced, is it? Like I said, we've done ourselves proud here. We will look. Jesus, Bonzingala, calm down. What's he running towards? Give me the ball back. Let me try it again. There we go. That's how I did it, boss. Yeah, well done, Bonds. Decore out to Digne. 3 would probably be unfair, but again, like I say, they are the Premier League team. Even with a lower XG, they're more likely to take less of their chances, if that makes sense. With the quality of players that we've got, we need more chances to score 1 goal. Whereas they need 1 shot on target and they can score it. Especially with James Hoskins in goal, not being funny. He is shite. That's an incredible ball. Calvert-Lewin has put it a millimetre wide of that left-hand post. That was an incredible ball from whoever that was. Mason Holgate, I guess. Down that right-hand flank. 85 minutes in, they're just toying with us at this point. Although, Patrick Armand into Tyler Frost. Pickford's little T-Rex arms managed to save the ball on that occasion. Ramsey clears. It's Tyler Frost going forward again. He's definitely been better than Matt J down that left-hand side. Dan Lundlu is there, but offside. Gets himself back on side. He does. We've managed to pull one back, and with 2 minutes left, these Musk MC? New save. It's Musk, the rapper. These Musk FC fans are certainly dreaming of a last-minute FA Cup upset. We will bring on Shea Facey at centre-back, but I don't think it's going to... Tyler Frost. Patrick Armand. Oh, T-Rex Pickford. Managed to climb high and get it, but the fact the highlight's not ended and he's cleared the ball straight back out to us. Patrick Armand. Oh my God. I think this goes to extra time, right? Because we're in the first season. There's no FA Cup replays in the first season. Oh my God, we've just pulled it back to 2-2. I'm shooketh. And Lindley into Patrick Armand. What a finish. Pickford never had a chance. T-Rex arms. I can't believe that. I think we do go to extra time, and we are the side with momentum. Can we make another sub in extra time? We cannot. No problem. We'll just be tired. If this goes to no. We could do this, I guess. No, what are you doing, you mug? What are you? Just let me put him in the middle, really. You're irrelevant. You're not on the pitch. Right, there we go. I'll have to do that for now. If this goes to penalties, then it's a complete lottery. They obviously have better penalty takers. And as much as I don't like Pickford, they have a better goalkeeper than James Hoskins, marginally. I don't think it's going to go that... I don't know what just happened, but apparently it was offside. So we're going with it. If this goes to penalties, there is no reason we can't take this all the way and win it. We're currently being out XG just, but it's been a fairly even game considering it's Tier 1 versus Tier 8. Oh, he's disallowed it. With 8 minutes to go, Musk FC hearts were breaking around the globe. All the nerds were crying their eyes out. Luton versus West Ham has gone to penalties. We might not need penalties. If this attack works, we might not get to penalties if this attack works, which it does. James Rodriguez into Calvert-Lewin. That's unfortunate. Tyler Frost pays a dodgy pass. Gabamin intercepts, and from there, there's about 5-6 touches before it's in the back of the net. I don't see us getting back into the game a second time. I definitely don't. I mean, it would be an absolute miracle if it happened, but I just really don't see it happening. Not with the fact we're down to 10 men because of injuries. Calvin Bassey clears that one. Mason Holgate sweeps it up. Plays it back to T-Rex. Calvert-Lewin collects the loose ball. Goes forward, lays it out to Bernard. Into Gabamin. Had a couple of opportunities there, Everton, to play a better pass or do something, but we will try one. Well, probably not one last counter-attack. There's still 4 minutes left, but we will try a counter-attack. Messi is in behind. Not quite sure what happened, but Digne put in a good slide challenge by the looks of it. Pickford clears to, couldn't have cleared it to more of a Musk player. There was no player less in space. We're now going to be down to 9 men as Paco Craig has been sent off. Oh dear. 2 of our defence have gone. We're just going to have to stick these 2 in the middle, aren't we, really? Let's be honest. Not much else we can do. There's no point trying to make a more defensive formation because at this point, there's 2 minutes left. More defensive formation is not going to help us. Nothing did help us. Unfortunately, we do lose to Everton after extra time. Dan and Lundulu in the 88th minute, Padraig Armand in the 93rd minute took us to extra time, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that pesky man in the 115th minute, managed to win it for Everton. When you look at the stats there, Everton were 23 shots, us 19. Them 8 on target, us 7. So roughly, well, we've got a slightly higher shots on target to off target percentage. Their XG was higher, up towards 2 at 1.92 compared to our 1.45. But possession wise, pretty even. That's not a bad showing there. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I've started to realise now why we are walking the league in such a fashion that we are. That was unfortunate for us. Oh, what are they saying? Oh, we don't get extra transfer budget. That's a shame. James McEwen, I want him. Can't afford it though. Youthful Musk FC come on start. We're youthful, are we? Well, there we go. I didn't know we were youthful. What? Paco Craig misses league games because of that. We'll have to give him a warning. I can't issue him with, fine him a week's wages because he's not on any money. I can't exactly fine him an appearance fee when he's not going to play. That £525 we weren't going to give you because you got sent off and you can't play, we're not going to give you it still. Oh, cheers, boss. Yeah. Right. So what I'm going to do now, there's going to be a little cut, and I'm going to be back somewhere in March, whenever the regen day is. I'll just quickly go and run through these games off camera. We'll come back for regen day. I'll show you the regens, show you anyone who's good, anyone who's crap, anyone who's going to be straight in the first team or there or thereabouts. Yeah, and that'll be it. Unlucky against Everton. See you on regen day. So there we go. We are now at regen day. I've managed to go through. I'll quickly show you the schedule of the games we've missed. You'd be unsurprised to know we've won every single one of them. 5-1, 3-1, 5-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 7-0. That was a good one. 1-0, not such a good one. 5-0, 4-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-1. League table as it stands looks a little something like this. 32 games played, 29 wins, 3 draws, 100 goals scored now. Bringing up the big 100 and only 15 goals conceded. Not a bad. Our goal difference is higher than any other team's points apart from us. It's fair to say we're having a pretty good season. In terms of top goal scorers now, Wes Fletcher is still there. I don't know how, but he's still there. Matt J is there. Messi is there. Padraig Armand's there. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for the very exciting, the best day of the year on every FM save. It's regen day. Pretty good. So, here we are. We have 1, 2, 3 doubles. 1, 2, no. Right, how many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 5-star potential players. Now, bear in mind, 5-star potential at this level, you're looking at someone that's going to get roughly as good as Dan and Lundulu is now because he's 4.5-star, right? So that's the kind of level we're looking at. But some of these players, I've looked through them, some of these players are pretty good. The standout one is this guy, Isaac Asante, who is a right-sided player. He's naturally a striker, but can also play right-sided and at cam. But he looks very good. He's 15 years old, 14 dribbling, 14 free kick taking, so we've got a bit of a free kick specialist now as well. Really good teamwork, decent determination, like those sort of stats. The fact his personality is fairly ambitious, I think that means that he should have like really good growth. Like he could definitely turn into a world beater. He could turn into a Premier League player, like no doubt about it, in my opinion. It says he's currently playing at National League level. Well, that's still 2 leagues above where we are, so straight into the first team. I think, to be honest, all of these 5-star guys are just going to come straight into the first team, and I'll just put them in where I can. The problem being, there is quite a lot of attacking options. We've also got Gregory Eiffel, who can play, again, on the left, on the right, and up top. Not as good. Good heading, good natural fitness, but 15 heading and only 4 jumping reach. Doesn't quite, and the fact he's 5'8", doesn't quite add up to me. But for this level, looks like a really good striker. And the fact with the 18 natural fitness as well is going to help. I'm sure he'll play some sort of role in the team. Jordan Johnson, great name. We're gonna already set a nickname. He is now JJ. JJ is a cam / left-sided midfielder / central midfielder. To be honest, I don't know if I'd want to play him at central midfielder. The fact he's got 5 tackling, 7 marking, 8 heading, you're like, probably not going to do a job at centre midfield. But at cam, probably a little bit better. Again, doesn't look particularly good right now, but good bravery, good acceleration, good pace, good determination. But that is about it at the moment for JJ. He could grow. We'll have to find out. We've also got Ryan McNeil, who is an actual central midfielder. Now, this guy is going to probably go straight into the first team squad. Maybe even into the first team, because just looking at the stats, 13 passing, 14 technique, the stats where he needs to be good at, he's really good at. 15 flair, he's 5'9", so he's not particularly big and sort of a lumbering centre midfielder. He's a small player. Not good dribbling, but quite good passing. You probably want to play him as like a playmaker sort of role. I would say Mazzala. In fact, it says Mazzala here as his second favoured role. But that dribbling isn't good enough for me to be a Mazzala right now, with how much they get forward and stuff. But yeah, this guy, Ryan McNeil, is going straight into the first team squad. The problem is we've got a lot of central midfielders in the first team, so probably won't be straight into the team, but certainly into the squad. We've shown you Isaac Asante. That leaves Matty Moshri. Probably just going to be our new first choice keeper, to be honest, because, when you look at our keeping options at the moment, Matt Jones is only 2-star and is 34 years old. James Hoskins is only 2-star and is only 20 years old, but his potential's 2.5-star. Well, Matty Mokri is 2-star already, but his potential's 5-star. Reports-wise, he's playing at a National League North and South level, so is doing pretty much where we are, just slightly above where we are at the moment. Was born in Montrose, but also has England as a second nationality, so he could go on to become an international keeper. Although I'd say at this level, probably got a better chance of becoming an international keeper if you choose Scotland, mate. Let's be honest. I'll quickly show you the other guys. There is one other one that could be really good, and that's Nicky Muir. 4.5-star potential, only 15, but personality of determined, which usually means they get better quite quickly. So an interesting choice of positions for him: right back, right mid. Well, no, right back, right attacking mid, nowhere else on the right. Can't play right mid or right wing back, just right back and right wing and striker. Now, I haven't looked at this guy in depth enough to know where I'd play him. I definitely, although looking at that, would definitely say right back. Because of the fact 14 marking and 8 passing's okay, 12 tackling, 10 heading, good crossing and dribbling for this level. Yeah, I think he comes into the first team at some point and maybe has a bit part role. And then the others we've got, I'm not going to show you any of these 3-star or below guys, but just know that we've got Lucien Kamanga, Barry Kirk, John Rose, James Englefield, and Sheikh El Hassan. They're all not bad in terms of current ability, but not really any potential. They're not going to go very far there. We've got 2 others here that could potentially maybe be half decent in the future. We've got Nicky McAllister, who is an Northern Irish, excuse me. That's going to rile people up. Northern Irish centre-back, 6 heading, 6 marking, 7 tackling. Not particularly amazing, but 16 years old, 6'4", really good teamwork, good decisions, good bravery, good aggression, good jumping reach, but not great heading. So we kind of got a bit sort of not very even there, to be honest, with the great jumping reach. The fact he's 6'4", but then can't really head a ball. We'd definitely have to work on his defensive stats, but he probably, to be honest, with how good his mentals are already and his physicals getting there, just improve his technicals and he could probably be a really good player. And the only other one that was anything special was this guy, Sheikh El Hassan, who is English. Has he got a second nationality? Because it's not a particularly English name. Oh, he's from Mauritius. Is that Mauritius? Mauritian? I guess. They've only got 2 players in the database. That guy, who plays for that team in Morocco, and that guy who plays for that team in Italy. I've never heard of them. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that's Mauritius, isn't it? I guess. 3.3 million population. Wow, do you know what? I don't know if I've ever seen a football player from Mauritius on FM, to be honest. But he was born in England, to be fair. So I guess he's just got parentage of different nationalities. But when you're looking at him, central midfielder, actually, excuse me, when you look at him, he looks class. He looks class. 14 passing, 14 technique, 14 first touch, 14 vision. He's the 14 man. He's 16 years old, though. But the fact he's fairly ambitious, I think he could grow. Like, I'm looking at him, he's only got 3.5 to 4.5 star potential. And when I look at someone like JJ, I think there's no way JJ grows better than Sheikh Al Hassan, in my opinion. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But JJ's got a balanced personality, and Sheikh Al Hassan has a fairly ambitious personality. Yeah, I think we bring him up into the first team as well. Whereas he's currently operating in National League North. So all of these players right now could go into the first team and be way better than way better than what we would have normally for this division. It's just because of the fact that we have such a good squad and such a better squad than what we should have for this division, that otherwise these guys would be in the squad, 100%. They're all going to get into the first team anyway, I think. But I'll work that out at some point. So that is Everton, and that is our youth intake day. Now, I think it's fairly obvious that I'm going to go on to win the league. The fact we're 26 points clear with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games to play. 10 games to play, and that's a FA Cup FA Trophy semi-final. 10 games to play, 24 points clear, which means if we win 2 more games against Leatherhead and Corinthian Casuals, which I think we might, then we'll win the league. I'm not going to show you those games just because, oh, look, we're going to win the league. We know we're going to win the league anyway, right? What I might do, I think I'll complete this season, and I'll come back, and next week's video, we'll do some transfers, and we'll get into the start of next season. There's no point pissing around in these lower leagues, right? Let's just try and get through them as quick as possible. I'll get this season done, and then next video, next week, will be transfer. I'm not going to call it a transfer special, but a transfer video where we do transfers. We'll look at new signings and what we've done, and then we'll get into, hopefully, I think it will be pitching in Isthmian Premier Division. Yeah, it'll be the National League South. We're based in London, so it will be the South. Oh, look, Rakesh Bingham. If you've watched the video of can a centre-back become the top scorer in a division, you will know all about this guy. Rakesh Bingham. I'm going to get a scout report because I kind of want him a little bit. So we'll come back. It'll be a while. There's just no point sitting around and doing nothing, is there? We might as well just get it done. So what we'll do, we'll come back. I might even do all the transfers and then come back for the first game of the National League South season. I think we'll get through the National League South season, we'll get promoted. We'll get through the Vanarama National League season, get promoted, hopefully, unless everything goes really badly wrong. And then from League 2, I'll start to get a bit more in depth and show more things happening. But yeah, that is me done for today. I'll stop rambling on. Thank you guys for watching. Very much appreciated. If you did like the video, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't like the video, feel free to leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments below, so I can try and improve. Follow me on Twitch. Link's down in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Link is down in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Stay safe. Bye.